All right, welcome everyone. So, what's up, Kessel Runner? Anthony, good to see you. 79, good to see you. Is VK back this week? No, he is not. He should be back next week, but next week there won't be a live Friday night because I'm going to be doing an auction. So the week after. Marty, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. Happy Friday. Today we're talking just community hangout chat. If you want to join live, message me on Instagram. I'll send you over the StreamYard link. But joining us live tonight is Ryan from Rykert Comics.
What's up, everyone? How's it going?
And Alex Garcia. How's it going, gentlemen?
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Ryan.
So, what's up? How you guys been?
Been good. Yeah.
It's been a crazy week.
How was the weather where you guys are at?
Not bad.
It's
Not
pretty
bad.
good. It's cooling down where I am. Tomorrow's going to be back in the hundreds, so I'm not excited about that.
Yeah.
The hundreds?
Yeah, where I am, it gets like 12 to 110, over 110 during the summers.
Wow.
Then during the winter at night, it goes to like, I think, in the 30s.
Our weather just dropped. It was like 80, 90 every day, and then September 1st hit and it turned to fall, and it was 60 degrees, and my wife was loving it.
Yeah.
I love cold weather. I'd rather be cold than hot anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our area is known for flooding a lot when it rains heavy. So we got like 6 inches of rain Wednesday into Thursday, and some of the roads were closed off, and people got sent home early from work. Kids got out of school early.
I'm not
Nice.
happy about that.
Yeah. As bad as they have it down south, that's for sure. But you almost have to live on a hill around here to not get water in your basement.
Yeah,
Pennsylvania's known for that, from what I hear.
Yeah, we are. Every couple of years it comes around. And I'm in the real estate business too, so you would think the houses that get flooded all the time, people remember, but they shortly after forget. They're cheap, but
that must be good for your business. Easier to sell houses.
Yeah.
Like, does it get flooded? Like, no. This house never gets flooded.
Ever.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm the home inspector, so I have to be honest about it.
Okay, never mind then.
So, yeah.
So you get paid either way.
Paid to tell the truth.
And only the truth. No, I know nothing but the truth. There you go.
The non-biased. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's everyone reading lately?
Oh, I've been reading Red She-Hulk. Like her one, I think it was from like Marvel Now 58 through 67. I remember I bought the entire one so many years ago. I think when I was still in high school. Well, yeah, and I never read it all these years for some reason. So like in really good shape. And then I decided, I want to read these now. And so far so good.
It's good.
What about you, Ryan?
I'm just kind of still in the horror thriller theme stuff. So like the Dark Ages that just came out. I haven't read anything yet this week that I picked up. Usually the weekends is when I start hitting through them, just with work and everything. But Dark Ages I'm looking forward to. Fear State I'm looking forward to. And then my indies like Geiger, Noctera. Well, Noctera was last week. Yes. Yeah, I was just looking at that. That's looking super interesting.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Dark Ages came out this week.
Yeah.
It looked really cool, and I was like, oh man, I didn't pre-order it.
Yeah.
So they still have number ones.
Yeah. I heard good things about Dark Ages, but not about Fear State. Some people said they're waiting for Fear State to be over with and the next guy to start writing a series of Batman.
Marty, I'm really looking forward to the new Hulk one. Yeah. I pre-ordered it and to get every issue.
With Donnie Cates as the writer, that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The first cover looks really cool, to be honest.
Marty, you know me and Donnie Cates. I have a secret love affair for that man because he did Venom so well. And right now his Thor run is killing it. I'm very excited. I don't even know where it is right now. I just read Thor 16. And this is the Momoko variant.
Oh, that is
Such a
that's beautiful.
phenomenal book. It was a great read in all honesty. And it's got me confused as hell right now because I'm trying to figure out, okay, so what was a vision, what was a dream, what was a nightmare, and what was actually real? Like Black
like
Winter,
Inception?
yeah, pretty much. Like Black Winter gave Thor a vision of the future and just like everything going to hell and whatnot. And then they brought it up again in 16, and I'm like, wait a second. So was this whole thing a vision? Was just that a vision? Is Thor losing it? Like, what's going on here?
Is Vision going to appear?
Yeah. Is Vision just going to come out of nowhere? White Vision's going to do something? Who knows? But
I was the Vision I was seeing.
I get easily confused on those kind of things too, or they're hopping back and forth and things just aren't very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, like, it's easier for me to catch on to that or become less confused when it's in a novel compared to an actual comic book. For some reason, you would think a comic book would be much easier to follow.
Yeah. Like, the one that I keep using for an example is Amazing Fantasy. How they just keep jumping back through all three of those stories. And
Oh, I haven't read those yet. No
Yeah.
spoilers.
that one's a little tough for me to follow along. You know, my short-term memory is pretty horrible, so they get finished with one of the characters part of the story and they hop to the next one until it makes it back to that original character. I'm kind of like, well, where am I even at again?
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, because it's like only a page or two, and then they jump to the next character, and then a page or two, and they'll jump to the next character. So
that could be confusing. Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of jumping back and forth. If they do just like a third of it with one and then a third of it with another, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys? Are you guys excited for the new Venom too? The new Venom series.
Yeah, I am because I didn't get a chance to hop on the first one, so I'm looking forward. You know, and I heard nothing but good things about Venom. So
yeah, I want to hop on this bandwagon. Probably get the big books as they come out cheap.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I look at it. I'd rather pay cover price or a little bit more now.
Yeah. And the new cover too. The cover for #1 of Venom looks really nice.
It does.
Yeah, like
I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, I got you. I have it like in a preview magazine.
Oh, nice.
Whew.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Who's writing that series?
The new Venom?
Yes.
Al Ewing.
Okay.
Him and Donnie Cates did a flip.
Okay.
This is what it looks like, Chris.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, I could just like mess with you and say, "Hey, I got the first copy." Like, straight up looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for Al Ewing's Venom run. I was just reading. I think he's doing Guardians right now. Yeah, I was reading Guardians, and he's been writing this phenomenally. Every single issue since I picked it up during King and Black has been a fun read. And I was never a huge Guardians fan of the comics. I always loved the movies, but since I picked them up, I think it was around issue 9. They've just been a ton of fun to read and see what's going on with each different character. And I mean, anything Nova and Star-Lord is my jam.
Hey, Chris, I think you might like this cover for Amazing Spider-Man number 75. I think you can guess who is doing this.
Oh, I have 2 of those coming in.
I ordered 2 as well.
I need to order mine.
I love me some Gleason, you know that.
This cover looks like he's just like going along with it.
Yeah, he does such a good job, even though it's the same style.
This one like looks really cool though.
That's what I mean. It's the same style, but it's just different in a good way. You know, it's still surprising. It's not like, oh, I've seen this already.
Yeah, like for me, I think it's
Exactly.
the blues. But this kind of blue is, I don't know. I just love it. The blue with the white.
Yeah, it really pops. It's almost like
It's a fresh take on those other covers.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's probably going to stick with that style until people
Yeah.
like know more. But I don't see it being old.
No, me
No.
neither.
He's going to see it like he's going to surprise us like each time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I just thought about this just now. It'd be really cool if he did a glow in the dark cover. Like
Yeah, it would.
It's like a nice neon green, and it's in the dark. You have that slab. Just look at it. It's like yes.
Would it be weird to do a white cover with glow in the dark? And you
I think
couldn't
that would be cool.
until at night.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I always like that. Like, oh, what's so special about it? And you just turn off the lights. There we go.
That'd be interesting.
Like you know that you're sleeping safe with Spider-Man near you.
Exactly. I do.
Wait, is he working on Wolverine?
Green work. That'd be good too.
If-
Could you
if
imagine
he
that
is,
with
that'd
like
be-
the claws?
I can imagine the claws and everything look amazing.
Yeah.
Watch,
I
he's
mean,
going to
the
do like
way
a whole Wolverine like one. And just have the spider webs.
Yeah. The way
That'd
that
be
he
really
did Black Panther was phenomenal too. So I mean, you could do that with just about any character. That
Yeah.
fine art style.
Yeah.
So
And-
good. And it's so minimalist too. And I just
Yeah.
think that's like it really gives the definition of less is more.
Yeah. That's what I'm attracted to.
I honestly could make one. I probably could too, but at the same time, Rad Dad, it's one of those things that just it stands out because it's newer. It's a different style.
Yeah.
And we don't have your artistry skills, buddy.
Suck
If you've
at
never
drawing.
if you've never checked out his drawings and his logos that he makes, they're phenomenal. He does an
Yeah.
excellent job with all of them.
I'm so bad at drawing that I make a stick figure look 3D. See, like I can't even do a basic stick figure.
Yeah. Rod had me on his lamer frame, and I came in last every round. So
Oh. Wait, was it a drawing competition?
yeah, it was.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was invincible characters.
No.
I did not.
Very
do
cool.
Wait, did he at least give you I'm blanking on the word. Like a picture to go with it to know what you're drawing, or did you have to know it? That you have to know what Invincible looks like.
So what he would do is tell you the character that you're going to draw, and it's within the Invincible theme or universe, and then you had like a minute to look it up,
Ah,
the picture, and then you got to pick whatever picture you wanted. But most of them are the same. You know, people narrowed down. But it was still tough. 2 minutes is like nothing when you're trying to draw something detailed. I did bad.
The multiple variant LED Gleason or LED Gleason. And it does sound fun. Yeah.
last
So-
week. Oh, I was
Go
just
ahead.
say. I know I was on vacation last week. I wanted to flex these during the time, but I wanted to show off like the whole one.
Oh yes.
Well, like almost all of it. Like number 1 and 2, had to buy separately.
Mm-hmm.
I got it from the same place, but it was good price. I'm surprised I got all of these from the seller, the same seller I bought from. Love this cover. For a very cheap price. I got like about 100 comic books from him. For $70,
Wow.
and that included almost a complete one of Maximum Carnage, and
That's
almost
amazing.
a complete one of Secret Wars.
Wow.
And I don't know, like that day was lucky for me. Knowing
And
that
they look like they're in good shape too.
Oh, they really are. And then I was lucky to get these too, the complete one.
Some number 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know who Robot Monster Island is?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, he's a comic book seller. He's a really cool guy. I got these from him for like $45.
Wow.
That's
And I
amazing.
think that was like shipped too.
Wow.
You got hooked up.
Yeah, I got hooked up real good with these.
Yeah.
I think now I think it's number 8. But patience is key,
Yeah.
as we heard from Patrick.
hmm
Thank you, Marty.
They are nice.
Yeah. Oh, has anyone seen Shang-Chi yet?
No,
Nope.
I'm not.
I totally forgot it came out today.
I saw a lot of people were going to see it. And what I heard, it was pretty good.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, I didn't
I
hear.
heard it's the best superhero movie of the year. That's what
Really?
they all say. No, it's on the commercials.
Oh,
I was thinking that, like, when I heard that, I was like, wait, don't they say this about every movie?
Yeah.
yeah, that's every single movie that comes out.
Yeah, but we're also getting towards the end of the year, so you have all the movies that came out in the early year to compete
Yeah.
with. It's not like it just
Oh, yeah.
came out in January. Then that
A
could
lot
be.
of people weren't a huge fan of Black Widow.
Yeah,
I still need to see that.
me too. I'm behind. The only one I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to is Spider-Man: No Way Home. to be
Yeah, that's the one. That one I'm just like,
Yeah,
please don't get delayed.
yeah,
I don't think that one will because it's also a Marvel release.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Venom that ends up getting delayed again.
Do they? So what's up with the phases that they're doing?
Marvel?
Yeah, I really don't understand that too much. I know,
Or phase
So-
5.
or 4, I think.
I thought it was
Phase 4,
5.
yeah.
Oh.
Phase 4 is going to be so it started with Black Widow. That was the
okay,
first
okay.
movie in Phase 4. The first show was obviously WandaVision. Spider-Man Far From Home ended Phase 3. They never end on an Avengers movie. I want to say the last one that did was actually the first phase, but that's because it was Avengers, the very first one. I agree, Marty. Venom 2 is what I'm stoked for as well.
I gotta say sorry to my sister because she said it was phase 4, but I kept thinking it was phase 5. She was right.
Oh, and then so Phase 4 is going to consist of pretty much everything that's happening right now, as well as Eternals, Black Panther 2, No Way Home, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I want to say Ant-Man, and then Thor Love and Thunder. There's like 6 movies and then a bunch of shows within Phase 4.
Moon Knight, She-Hulk.
Yeah, Moon Knight, yep.
I'm looking forward to Moon Knight. And what else?
I cannot wait for Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you guys think of Oscar Isaac as being Moon Knight?
I think that's going to be phenomenal.
I have no opinion.
Yeah, I
Gotta see
know.
it.
I know a lot of people were saying Keanu Reeves should be Moon Knight, and they did fan art of him. I was thinking like, oh my god, that'd be so awesome to see Keanu Reeves. John
I
Wick.
can't stand him.
Yeah.
There's so many things with him in it that like, and I honestly think it was those commercials that ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Like
commercials?
I love him as an actor. He's a great actor, but I cannot stand him as a human being because of those commercials. Every time he pops up in a movie, I think that he's gonna be doing a Cadillac commercial.
Oh, I've never seen those.
Keanu
I've never
Reeves.
seen the Keanu Reeves commercial for Cadillac.
Oh,
When it,
they're bad.
oh, now I gotta look that up. I hope it doesn't change my perspective on Keanu Reeves.
It's gonna change your life forever.
So we were talking about like simple covers.
Mhm.
I was actually talking about that earlier this week too, with a couple of books that I had picked up not too long ago. So this one, very simplistic background,
Oh,
and then
that's
you
so
just have
cool.
Hulk and Spidey.
Yeah.
And like that it makes it so like your eye gets drawn to Hulk, then to Spidey. There's nothing big going on in the background. And then same with this one as well. Like a very white background,
Mhm.
completely
Oh, yeah.
focused in on the two characters.
Yeah.
Sometimes covers just get way too busy. And I feel like that's what a lot of the covers like back in the early days of comics kind of fell into.
Mhm.
Especially like the death of Gwen Stacy. Like that one had so many characters on the cover of it. It just, the whole point of it kind of got lost.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
I just recently saw that cover,
Yeah.
and I feel so ashamed. It was on an auction, I think, last night. It's like, oh, that's what it is. That's the cover.
Yeah. Whenever they do a busy cover and it's nice, I actually get surprised that they can pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, I don't know, like I'm not flexing it, but I just realized this is kind of like almost a busy cover,
Yeah,
but it presents really well.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I think it's because
Well,
it's a
same with this
minimal
one.
background.
The background's really minimal, so the characters stand out. It's
Oh my
when
God, I
there's
love that.
so much
love that
happening in
purple.
the background
Mhm.
that it kind of sucks the characters in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that purple
Like-
cover, the purple actually makes it really nice too.
Yeah, this one is just so busy in the background that you kind of lose the foreground.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if I have a busy cover. Well, here's like another example of minimal. And in my opinion, I like.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a very minimal cover. You guys will love this one. It's so minimal.
What book is that?
Comics Greatest World collection, Arcadia. It's a limited edition. It was Arcadia, then Golden City,
That's pretty cool though.
Steel Harbor, and the last one was Cinnabar Heights.
I like the
Yeah,
theme there.
yeah, it's a collection of the Comics Greatest World series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
Never even heard of that book.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about it till I got it in an auction one time. Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves is way too busy with Berserker.
Yeah.
That comic book, that series is really good though, to be honest.
Yeah, I like it. I hear some complaints about that too. That it's just kind of redundant, that he's still stuck in the old times and we're seeing his origins. But I like it,
Yeah.
you know.
I think as long as you like it, that's all that matters.
Oh, absolutely.
I like the foil covers though. The foil covers are really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
try to get one normal cover and one foil.
Yeah, like I've always bought. I don't know. Like Keanu, the Berserker is the only comic book series that I've been buying the original cover
Mm-hmm.
and then a foil,
Yeah.
along with the many deaths of Layla Store.
Yeah.
Because those foil are like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, I think it's from the X-Men series.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's my favorite X-Men shirt that I have.
I love the way they depicted Storm in that with the white suit instead of like the black one.
Oh
It
yeah,
was really cool.
I love that. I'm glad you like it, John.
Foil's the awesome sauce of life.
Yeah. Oh my god, have you guys heard of metal covers? Like,
I have not.
they have
My
actual sheet metal of like it's a cover of sheet metal. I never heard of them until like an auction I saw a couple days ago, and I thought that was really cool.
that is
So
pretty
Ryan,
cool.
you have you seen one before in person?
No,
No.
not in person. I know they exist, but it just, I don't know. It didn't make sense to me, I guess, in a like physical hold it in my hands kind of way. Like, how does it fold open and then close if it's metal? You
I'll
know?
be afraid of getting like I need a tetanus shot every time I open the book.
Yeah. It's definitely cool. I'm sure it looks neat too. You know, how it just lays on the piece of metal, the art.
Yeah, but I heard that they can get damaged really easily.
Yeah.
Like
The foil covers or the metal
uh,
covers?
the metal covers.
You
Oh,
probably
yeah.
press them out.
Yeah, Wait, do you guys know Max Comics?
Yeah.
Yeah, she on an auction she held a slabbed metal cover and the same book Raw, and I was like, wow. She was telling like how like they could get damaged really easily because it's like a thin sheet of metal.
Yeah.
And, I can't imagine.
Just gotta weld it out.
Yeah, we should ask Patrick. Say, yo, how do you press a metal cover without making it flat?
Yeah.
I think that's one of those ones that you just deny the service of. Nope,
Yeah.
I'm not
Thank you,
touching that
Crystal
one.
Warner. I'm not even going to
Yeah.
clean it.
One of the foil covers I picked up recently.
Oh my god, that's so. That reminds me of Alex's Lost Timeless covers, kind of.
Yeah. The hardest part about putting this one in the bag and board was not getting a fingerprint on it. So I was like literally like putting it in, wiping it off, and then I would put it in a little bit further and wipe it off a little bit more.
Sounds like putting on a phone screen. Just like trying not to get the dust in there. Because if you get it like in the middle, it gets irritating when you're trying to watch a video.
Yeah.
I hate that. I think with those you gotta get like put gloves on, special.
Mm-hmm.
Like put it in there. So what are you holding? The Declaration of Independence? No, I'm holding this foil cover. Gotta get those specialty gloves. Wait, which part of it? That's what she said. The gloves or
I'm not quite sure.
or sliding it in, wiping it off and sliding it in.
Maybe the wiping it off and sliding it in. Maybe that's what she said.
That's what I could think of. That's an interesting way to do it, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
Show it again full screen. The foil cover.
Yeah. I would love to see a full screen. That's a new Wonder Woman, right? Or a different?
Yeah, this is Yara Flor.
Yeah.
I saw it. This was part of my Syracuse, New York. We were at the Destiny Mall, and I saw it, and I looked at my wife, and I was like, "Should we get it?" She goes, "Why are you even asking?"
Was that of course, yeah, or no?
That was like, hell yeah.
Oh.
My buddy actually asked me the other day. He's like, "So, do you have any Wonder Womans that you're selling?" And I'm like, "You'd have to ask my wife because all of them are hers."
Wait, is that one?
I don't own any Wonder Womans. That's all her. And if you ask her, it's a hell no.
That's all.
Like this one.
Oh, just the back of that looks amazing. Damn.
That's cool.
The only
Rachel,
Wonder
will you
Woman
ever get rid of this?
I have is. Hold on.
That's the death stare.
Hell no.
That's what I was reading in the eyes.
Wait, what did your wife say? I missed it.
She just gave me the no.
I'll kill you. Like this marriage is over if you sell it.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the only Wonder Woman comic book I have.
That's a nice cover.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
They've got some really nice Wonder Woman covers.
This one's really nice. I also have a Peach Momoka, which is the Future State one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rachel just said she's the only decent thing about DC. Besides Harley Quinn.
What about Poison Ivy?
And
Or
Poison.
Black Cat.
Poison Ivy kind of goes hand in hand with Harley.
Oh, Catwoman.
I don't know. I'm not a huge Catwoman fan. I'd rather have Black Cat, Felicia Hardy than Catwoman.
You don't like to whip?
No, I'm not a big fan of women whipping me.
What about you, Ryan? Not the whipping. I meant the characters.
I don't mind.
You don't mind what?
The whip or the character? What do you not mind?
That's a point.
Either or.
I like how this took like
Oh yeah.
a turn.
Those are the best conversations.
Yeah, you should have just been like, you should have just been like, yes.
Yeah.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let the audience decide.
So what else are you guys looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to the Eternals. I know my sister and I were talking about that this morning when we were walking our dog and my brother too. I was like, "What are you guys thinking about?" I was like, it seems interesting." We were having a debate. Why didn't they help? Why didn't they help their
Yeah.
adventure? But
I was
and that's
actually
all.
watching something today about that.
Ooh, like what?
That so Thanos is a deviant,
Mhm.
but they never actually say that in the MCU that he's a deviant. And we get like a small glimpse into his past on Titan and whatnot, and that the biggest reason they didn't help is because he is an eternal and a deviant and doesn't really fall into the true deviant side because they think his deviant gene is actually a mutant gene in the Eternals genealogy. So that's kind of how he could be like a mutant without actually being a deviant in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Can you
Which,
explain what a deviant is for those who may not know?
so you have Eternals and you have deviants. The Celestials created both to kind of always be at war with each other.
Hmm.
That's my extent of deviant and the Eternals knowledge.
I was like, wow, that makes sense. That actually does make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
Wow. I thought you were going for like whole complicated.
Oh, no.
What's up, BK?
What's up, BK? Kessel Runner was actually asking about you earlier, where you were at, and I said you'll probably be on in the next few weeks. Between vacation and a new house and all that,
Mm-hmm.
life's got to be crazy over there. We totally understand.
She's probably sipping a margarita on vacation.
No, but Eternals actually looks really good. I'm very excited for it because it's going to be something totally different. That's why I loved Black Widow. It was something totally out of the norm. And it was just fun to watch the difference of a Marvel Cinematic Universe that wasn't really pushing it toward an endgame. No pun intended. And that's what I'm hoping out of Shang-Chi too, is like you'll have this movie that introduces a character just like back in the first Iron Man, where yes, it was pushing it toward building a cinematic universe, but now we're just going to start meeting all these new characters, and these characters are going to be the next Avengers, the next team up, the next powerful being of this Earth, cosmic, street level hero, what have you. And it should just be really awesome to kind of have something different, and then also see where they can come in again and see how Shang-Chi can be used later on and see how Yelena Belova can be used and all of that. That's why I'm excited for the Hawkeye show too, is because like Yelena Belova is going to be in that. So you're going to see Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, and Yelena Belova all just playing out on a screen and seeing where they can take those characters and then kind of tweaking each one.
Yeah. That is exciting to see. I'm excited to see what all these next phases are going to come out.
It should be really fun.
And like that guy, the Indian actor, I'm forgetting his name.
From the Eternals?
Yeah, from the Eternals.
I can't think of his name either, but
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Like, he is whipped. It's weird because I saw him, like, I watched the movie Stuber. That was a funny movie, by the way, in my opinion. And now, like, seeing, like, the images, like, everyone thought it was Photoshop, but he said no. It's like, it's his body. It's like, damn. Transformation.
They got a lot of shit, though, for Icarus, I heard. A lot of people were saying that he was a knockoff Superman, and it's like, Superman's not the only one that's allowed to shoot beams out of his eyes. Like, Cyclops has been doing that for years. Come on.
I think people don't give Cyclops crap because he can't fly.
Yeah. But I mean,
if he flew, then people are like, oh no, it's just a mutant Superman.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you take Superman and change him and do something with him? And it's like, Superman's not that great. He's so overpowered that you have to have a stone to beat him. Like, stop.
Oh, that reminds me. Like, I remember seeing this little Lego. There's this YouTuber called Forest Fire. He's extremely talented because everything he does is like stop and go motion
Okay.
of Legos. He like did this funny like skit with Superman. He was like, if Superman is getting defeated by a walk, he mentioned like how am I getting beat by a walk? I thought the whole planet exploded. How the hell is people keep finding these kryptonite crystals everywhere? Like, do this like that? Like to me, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. If the planet was like, destroyed, how are they getting all this kryptonite? And, like, why is kryptonite being found everywhere?
So what did you guys think of the Snyder Cut? I know it was a long time ago, but
And it was really long.
yeah, it was so long. It was 4 hours. But what'd you think?
I thought it was good. Yeah, entertaining. Okay. But I agree with what you said, that like you don't need to see Bruce Wayne riding on a horse for that long. Like
yeah.
Honestly, like after the first 10 seconds, like, okay, where's this going? It took me a while. Like I didn't even know who it was.
Yeah.
Until he got to the bar. I was like,
I hate when you have all these Snyderverse fanboys. Well, Snyder fanboys who are like, well, it's supposed to be cinematic. And I'm like, congratulations. I'm not watching this for the cinematic qualities. It's not a documentary on Batman. It's like he's going to get Aquaman to team up with him. I don't need to see Bruce Wayne ride on a horse for 5 hours. That's not the point of this movie. There were just so many scenes in it that's like, okay, you could have saved that for a solo film. The whole what's up Saturday Morning Comics? Good to see you, Cade. VK, if you're still watching, thank you for joining us for the time that you had. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, guys, come on. You want to deal with all of this in a short amount of time. You only have 2.5 hours to really break down and get into bringing Superman back to life, dealing with the Justice League, figuring out how to team up and get all your powers to sync up, and then taking down this big threat and whatnot. And it's like, I don't need to see Wonder Woman show off her powers. She just did that in her own solo film. I don't need to see Flash run out of his shoes, and instead of phasing through a window, breaking the window, what a jerk move on that part. Like, come on. Like, there's just so many little things in it that just didn't need to be in it. Yes, it was a really good movie. Yes, it was really well done. But it's like, why? Why did we need that much detail when that Flash scene could have been easily saved for the Flash solo film?
Yeah. And I feel like I was left with wanting more in the aspect of Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
Like, they teased us like it wasn't Superman's mother that was talking to her the whole time, like we thought it was in the movie.
Yep.
It wasn't a movie.
They did him so dirty.
I know. I was like, I want. He's only shown twice, and at the end, like, I want more of him.
And
I'm afraid that we might not get
lanterns and all that.
Yeah.
But who picked up? I don't know if your comic shop had it, but for some reason they all decided to have Ultimate Fallout 4.
Yeah,
on the racks again.
I don't think my comic shop had it because I looked on the website, because usually they give like pre-orders and stuff, and that it wasn't on the site. And I saw that on the Key Collectors. I didn't know the comic shops had them. They said it was like a exclusive, and go to online to order yours. And then I saw on Instagram everyone getting all these Fallout 4s. Like, well, my comic shop guy was like, what?
Yeah.
So it's a complete facsimile. It's not even just like a reprint. They literally did it. All the ads are the same. So speaking of Green Lantern, going all the way back to 2011. And
did you get yours, Ryan?
Captain America First Avengers on the back.
No, there was a whole stack, and some guy even joked with me that was one of the customers. Like, he grabbed the whole pile. He's like, I'm going to take all of these. And, you know, and because you see the facsimile selling for, you know, some of those scammers out there trying to put them for the same price as the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was where the joke was coming from. but I didn't pick one up. Now I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt. I should have.
Yeah, I remember the only facsimile I owned
Mhm.
is when I got on Free Comic Book Day, and I just happened to look in the back. My sister was looking around. She said, "Oh, am I looking in the back?" I was, okay. Was this?
Yeah,
Ooh.
cool.
I was gonna mess with you guys and just like do this. I look what I got. Not even show the price tag.
I've been so tempted by that at my local comic shop because I just want to read it. I want to see like what was in it, how they introduced him and whatnot. But
Yeah,
for
it's really
$3.99,
nice.
I feel like I could just pick up a True Believers version for $1 and call it a day.
Wait, they have a True Believers of this?
They might. I don't know.
I'll
They probably will
I'll be
eventually.
so whipped off if they do.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to look, this is the first page.
Yeah.
But see, the cool thing about facsimiles is like it keeps the feel of when the book came out because
Yeah, I
all
like
of
the
the
ads.
ads are the same. Everything is everything on the interior and the exterior is completely the same. You see it as it was when it was released, and that's the fun part. Like you don't
Yeah.
get that with the True Believers. It's the new stuff and all of that that just kind of falls to the wayside.
Yeah, I guess like for me, like in my historian side, I look at the ads and it kind of gives a sense of what was happening at the time or what was being advertised at the time.
Yeah.
And I just like that. I was like, wow, this advertisement. Like even like having the old comic books, we look at them and was like, wait, this movie came out this time? Wow. Like I feel so old now.
Yeah.
So do you think you might get a facsimile Ryan of Ultimate Fallout 4 if they still have it?
Yeah, if they still have it, I'll probably grab it. So it'll all be based on that. If not, I'm probably not going to go out looking for it.
Yeah.
They're worth investing in. A lot of facsimiles have actually not obviously made it up to the first print value, but at least made it into the hundreds of dollars where they're worth something because they're a good story and people wanted to see them again.
I think Spider-Man when the first Punisher came out, I think that facsimile is getting up there.
Yeah. I think last I saw was like $300-400 for a 9.8.
Yeah. Wow. Which also for like Moon Knight, one of the issues was a black cover. From the first series, I think that facsimile is getting up there too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that, but I did once I got home and saw that some of those are worth some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think of them possibly introducing Miles Morales in No Way Home? Like not as Spider-Man, but giving him like a cameo. Do you think that would be too much?
Just him in the background going like, "Hey," and it'd be funny. It's like, "Oh, hey guys," like what? And like cut the credits.
It'd be fitting, I think, to fit him in there. I can't see how it'd make for a bad story or a bad introduction.
Yeah.
You know, I think
his uncle's already in it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't Gambino
for me. Yeah.
It would be changing it up a little bit from the comics because originally Miles is from Earth 1610, and they already said that obviously the MCU is on Earth 616. So it'd be interesting to see what Earth they actually put Miles on, if they ever do him, or what Earth he even came from. But I think it'd be really cool. And the fact that Feast is in this new movie and he's a volunteer at Feast really makes it possible for them to just give him a cameo without even saying that it's him. Like give him a completely unnamed cameo where you have to pick him out. Like you got to be watching really close to even see him, and then you can kind of start to pick up on it, like they did with Cindy Moon.
Yeah, probably like him just walking in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like blurred face, like that's him.
Yes.
Like kind of like a Sasquatch photo. Like,
now Cindy Moon Silk is in the first Spider-Man movie.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, like the first Marvel Spider-Man movie, or like the first Spider-Man movie?
First Marvel Spider-Man movie.
What scene?
You see her in the background, and they actually name her Cindy.
Oh, I gotta look back on that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I think Miles. I was actually having this discussion too with my siblings last week. Like, I feel like if they do that, it's either going to be at the end, if they explicitly say it's Miles, or they'll probably say it for a cutscene, either at the way end or like a mid cutscene.
Mm.
Probably like Miles picking up something or looking on TV, maybe. That'd be kind of cliche. Seeing all this happening, and then he realized, wait, I'm not the only one?
Yeah.
Or something like along that line. I don't know. They might do something like that.
I really liked his origin in Into the Spider-Verse, where he was working in the abandoned subway spray painting, and it bit him. I thought that was a really cool, or it kind of attached to him there and then bit him later, but it was a cool way to introduce him and give him his powers at the same time.
Mhm.
Yeah. I really loved Into the Spider-Verse. I can't wait for the second one.
It's supposed to be coming out when? Next year?
I hope so. I don't know. Like now, I'm thinking like if they say that, I hope they don't push it back.
Gonna jinx it.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna blame Chris. Message on my Instagram. You said next year. Now they're saying 5 years.
Maybe Marvel has listeners out there. You know, when they start to get too hyped up, let's set it back a couple months.
It's like, okay, the really hype. They really love this. Like I was watching this interview on the Comics Lounge.
Yeah.
No, not the comedian one, the actual comic book one. And they were hyping this movie up. Just push it back a couple more months.
Yep. Yeah, Saturday Morning Comics, Miles' uncle is in Homecoming, but that's what I was saying. It's going to be interesting if they do a variant of Miles in Tom Holland's universe, or if they do the real Spider-Man Miles Morales in Tom Holland's universe. And then going back to this, I think this movie is strictly to remove Peter Spider-Man from the MCU and keep him and his multiverse with Sony's universe. I can see that, but at the same time, I actually think, and I did this in a TikTok video today, that Doctor Strange is setting Peter Parker up to be the human element of the Illuminati, because that was Iron Man's calling. We know that the Illuminati is coming to the MCU. That's going to be a really big reveal when they finally do it. We could possibly get some first characters in Multiverse of Madness. The only ones we haven't met so far are Black Bolt, but he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I want to say. Namor, where we know is going to be in Wakanda 2, or Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. We need Charles Xavier, obviously, which who knows when we're going to get the mutants, but that's going to be a major one. There's going to be different ones throughout.
Introduce the mutants.
Yeah, and Mephisto's somewhere in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
Yeah. Well, have you heard about that though?
I have, yeah.
Proposed leak supposed to introduce a mutant or the mutants. Yeah, this Mephisto thing though is kind of getting crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, the villains are variants because those same villains are actually dead. If the leak is true, they were taken from their universe right before their death. If that leak is true.
Oh.
So that whole leak, Comicade, I can send it to you, or you can go look it up while we're talking. That whole leak basically confirms that Norman Osborn came to Tom Holland's universe before any of the other villains and actually killed off the Norman Osborn in Tom Holland's universe and kind of kept Oscorp under the radar as much as he could, to then ramp it up when Spider-Man needed to be taken down.
Wow.
So
that sounds interesting.
hopefully that's what we end up seeing, and that they're not just variants, but who knows? It's the MCU. Makes no sense in the context of the original movies. It doesn't, but it's
Marvel,
Sony and Marvel, and they're going to play around with it however they can. But basically, it's like if I were to go to you right before your death, take you out of there, and say, "Here, this is what you're gonna do. Go after the guy who just killed you." There he is.
Well, that doesn't make. Well, then you'd be like, wait, if he didn't kill me yet, then why am I going after him? Maybe this version doesn't kill me, and then that's when you see your version getting killed by that person.
Yeah, and it's going to be so weird because it's like, okay, does the TVA get involved in all of this stuff? What happens when you cross over Earths? Like,
You will see Miss Minutes.
what does the
come in.
TVA do then?
Do you think they factor in for people that don't know as much about the universe and the storylines?
I think I think they do to some extent.
Because they wouldn't, like me, I'm not like a movie buff. I'm actually very interested in what you guys are talking about because I don't have the slightest clue, or nor the mind power to even follow along through all that. But you know, the guys that don't know the inner workings of the universe and the storyline, that just want to go out and watch, you know, they're fans of the movie.
Yeah, Marvel has actually done a really good job of that. To be honest, when I didn't know a lot about all these storylines when I was watching the Marvel universe,
Yeah,
but I was still able to follow along.
yeah,
Like I did the research on my own. It wasn't until like I looked up like I was doing and all these things, and then that's when I delve into like what it meant. But
right.
Marvel seems to be the MCU seems to do a really good job of making it make sense for those who are not like hardcore fans.
Yeah,
So I have no doubt that that's what they were going to do for this movie too.
yeah,
They're going to make it in a way that it makes sense to everyone.
right.
But the Easter eggs are for the hardcore fans, if the hardcore fans find those.
Yeah, yep. No, just curious.
Yeah, like I know what you mean too, because I'm always afraid to like with these new movies, like oh my god, what if I don't understand it?
Yeah,
Like Shang-Chi is like I don't really know that much about him. It's like but I want to see the movie, but I also don't want to be confused.
right.
I don't want to look dumb in the theater while everybody's like, yeah, and I'm just there like what?
Yeah, that's me all the way. No, that's me. Yeah, I was just curious if they factored that in, and maybe that's why to like the hardcore people it doesn't totally make sense why some things don't add up because you know some of it's just for pure entertainment for those guys that
some of it I think it's like half and half fan service.
yeah,
Those like entertainment.
or even like small kids or children.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Marvel does a great job of introducing people to these characters without a deep dive of info, but this film feels to me to be a bit loaded for the fans. I can see where that's coming from, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, it's going to be loaded. It's going to be ginormous. Like, this is going to be an absolutely crazy film. And it's the finale of a trilogy. So most people don't pick stuff up at a finale of a trilogy.
Yeah.
I would recommend for everyone, like, who might be worried. I guess I just, like, recommend, like, watch the original Spider-Man movies and the Sony, like, and the Andrew Garfield ones. Then I think that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like confused. Like, why is everyone hyped up for Dr. Octopus? You see, but the younger audiences, like, not like, but wow, those like who are our age, like we know who Alfred Molina is and his version. Yeah, that's why I recommend. Like, if you want to things to make sense, probably just watch the original movies. I think that's all that would be good. You have to like go through all the Spider-Man comics.
Yeah.
Then you might be disappointed. I would spend all those hours and only like 10% of the storylines were in this one.
Yeah.
No, and I think it's really interesting because like you've got Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker that's kind of like that Peter Parker life story. Like he's not Amazing Spider-Man, he's not Spectacular Spider-Man, he's not Ultimate Spider-Man. He's more of like that. Yeah, he's more like that Peter Parker Spider-Man storyline of I am Peter Parker, but I'm also Spider-Man. And you got a very good glimpse at who Peter Parker was and not so much of a glimpse at who Spider-Man was in those comics. Then you have Andrew Garfield, who's quippy. He's hilarious as Spider-Man. like the oh my god, you have a knife. That's my one big weakness. I'm like, I was laughing my ass off throughout that whole
that part
movie
got
because
me.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
And like that's who I want Spider-Man to be, is that quippy guy who's like over the top corny, because that's who he is. He doesn't know how to be genuinely funny, so he is very corny, very cringy funny. And then you've got the Peter Parker side, and everyone's like, oh well, Peter Parker isn't this hipster guy who like is very confident. I'm like, hold on a second. He has Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane Watson, and Felicia Hardy wrapped around his finger in almost every single comic he's in.
Every man's dream or fanboy's dream.
Yeah, like he's got 3 girls who want to marry him, and yet one dies, the other one won't commit, and then the other one's a criminal. Like, come on, you're telling me this guy isn't a ladies' man? Like, I love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the perfect blend of Peter and Spider-Man, like in one. He does a very good job of changing the personality for each side of it.
Yeah. It's funny how you mentioned like Gwen Stacy. I just remembered I saw this little post on Instagram. I thought it was so funny. It's like it just says like Toby Spider-Man, I love Mary Jane. Garfield Spider-Man, I love Mary Jane. No. Holland Spider-Man, I love Mary Jane. Then Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, who the fuck is Mary Jane? When Stacey, I thought it was just literally just those sentences, and I just laughed my ass off so much. I was like, oh, I get it.
I also love the web shooters memes. Like, oh, you get all these web shooters and all these gadgets, and I only have normal web shooters. And then Toby's Spider-Man, you guys get web shooters?
I did see that one.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, this is a very funny video. I thought I showed it with you, Chris. But I was sending it to you and Ryan right now. It's just like the funniest video. It's short, but it made me laugh so hard. Hopefully I can find it. I'm trying to remember who sent it to me.
That's a Spider-Man that I kind of grew into really enjoy, the sarcastic, witty one, the Garfield. Yeah. That, because from what I've picked it up, that I like that character. I like to laugh when I read a comic.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the one that I seem to enjoy the most.
Speaking of laughs, here's a good one.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that on your story.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard.
Like, honestly, I can put this one up next to my other 9.8 that's a square bound book.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot point out the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Last comment?
Yeah, this is...
That's a nice cover.
Yeah,
Flash 750, the Planet Awesome variant.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is also the Planet Awesome variant of the Wonder Woman.
Oh, I don't know why, but I think the back of that book could be a cover on its own.
This?
Yeah.
I thought that was the cover.
Both of them, yeah.
Like, I thought that was the cover you're showing us.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Maybe that's why the 9.6s are starting to come up quite a bit. Because they are so close in condition to 9.8s. It's almost identical, if not identical.
I've never understood. Like, there's a Ruins of Ravencroft Carnage second print that's $250 right now. It's going for as much as $300. The 9.6 on Go Collect is $70.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's such a huge.
How?
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I don't send books in, because you hear the horror stories of like one little ding that even when they're being handled at whatever grading company, CGC, but and then it takes you down to a 9.6, and that's such a significant drop in their value. I'd rather not. I'd rather just sell it raw, to be honest, unless it's.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, even that, and the difference between CBC or CBCS and CGC too. hopefully that evens out. But
I think
Yeah.
it will. I think a lot of people are realizing that CBCS is actually a force to be reckoned with, to say the least,
Yeah.
because people are really getting behind them. I mean, honestly, the
Yeah.
CBCS slab I kind of like better. It doesn't have like that weird thing in the back. You can actually hang it right here and
Yeah.
not see anything behind it if you do it. Like I've seen people do those command strips behind it. You can kind of see them right in that little window there. And
Yeah.
then it's just a little bit thicker. It's a little bit, it feels well built, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah. It's like a bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind them at all.
Yeah, I think CBCS has a really nice looking
Mhm.
presentation, in my opinion, more so than CGC. It's just in my opinion. Like I think they do
Yeah.
it better way. And I heard from a lot of people that they protect your books much better than
Yeah.
a CGC book casing.
And there's been a quicker turnaround.
Yeah, and kind of the joke is too. I saw is like sent to CBCS, you get less pubes in your cases. Because apparently, there's been multiple cases where the people, I don't know if it's like pubes or not, but people have found hairs in
Yep.
their casing. And to be honest, like as me as a, I will admit I'm slightly a germaphobe. If I saw that in my book, even if it's in case, I'll be like,
Yeah.
why? Like, I'm kind of freaked out in a way, because like, were they not wearing gloves when they were touching this,
Yeah.
or like, what was the status of it, the status of this? I was like, that would freak me out.
What's
There's
the case you put in? You need a case to remove pube from.
Like, how would you help? Like, if you're trying to sell it, by the way, there's a small hair in there, so
It's curly.
Yeah. So I send this into CBCS.
Oh, I wanted that cover.
It's the Comic Mint variant of Venom 27.
That's cool.
And I mean, it's perfectly placed in the slab. Every corner lines up perfectly. And then, I mean, I could easily complain about this, but I really don't care too much because this is nowhere near as bad as my Spider-Verse #1. But like this right here, it's like right on the edge of that.
Yeah.
And like there's so much space over here. Like it could have easily been on this side of it.
Yeah.
And they just didn't line it up properly when they put it in there, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, what were you doing? Stop rushing, do your job, make it look nice, not.
Yeah, like the only CGC I have, the only graded copy I got, I have the comic vet. I don't know if you can see, but it's slanted. It's like tilted.
Yeah.
Like it's not a line.
I can see that from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, like you see like all messed up, like right here, and then you see it.
Yeah.
So I still like it. Like my first ever slab.
Right.
But then I realized, like, huh.
Yeah.
They
quality control after packaging them up before shipping them out.
I saw one on Facebook that someone had sent in 5 books at once and done 2 of them had like those specialty labels. One had like it was a signature label, and then the other 2 were just plain blue labels.
Okay.
And somehow all 5 of them got switched. They were all sitting in different slabs.
Oh,
like
my.
Not a single one was correct, but they were all correct to the books that he sent in.
Yeah.
So he's like, so is the grade right? Is this book an 8.0? Or is the book that this lines up with the 8.0 and this is a 9.8? Like he had to send all 5 back. They had to switch them all around, regrade them, make sure they were solid. And I was like, that's insanity. I couldn't even imagine having to go through that process. And he's like, luckily they paid the shipping, but I'm like, still,
Yeah,
that's more time. Like you're waiting 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 months right now for these books to come back.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And I mean, I don't fast track my books. My buddy had a rough time with that. He sent in 2 Star Wars books, fast tracked both of them. I think it was $40 a piece to fast track them through our LCS.
Okay.
And they were books that he wanted to fast track and sell. And then now he's sitting on these books that he paid $10 a piece for, plus the $40. And he's trying to find someone who will actually buy them. And I'm like, buddy, they might not sell for that much. You never know. It's hit or miss, especially with Star Wars books.
Mhm.
You got to find the right person at the right time in the right market for that price to sell it.
You guys remember the time when the Star Wars books were blowing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. I remember BK from that time. He was like selling a lot of Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
That was right around when what's his name? Boba Fett. They had that TV series of him going on, and so Yoda was blowing up and all the first appearances, and it was
then
crazy.
once they announced that there's going to be a Book of Boba Fett TV show, everything just skyrocketed. Every time Mandalorian comes out with a new season, those books do pretty well.
Yeah. I want to get a Boba Fett book.
My
That'd be
wife
amazing to have first appearance of him.
Yeah.
What was that?
My wife loves Baby Yoda now. She with them on there and everything. See like the cute little dolls. She wants one.
She wants one?
Yeah. She loves it. Now
my wife and I went to Painting with the Twist and we each did one of those. So I've got mine up here underneath the R2D2 right there.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to figure out a place to hang hers up.
I'm gonna flex one more time.
There you go.
Nice.
Keep flexing.
I got this for like Christmas from one of my cousins.
That's awesome.
They knew I love Star Wars.
Good character though.
It's cute.
Yeah, and funny.
Oh man, now you're really flexing. I love Chewbacca. Chewbacca's my favorite character of all time.
It's one of my favorite pops.
I didn't know they made pops that big. Well, have
They
you guys
make
seen the
pops
Thanos?
pretty big size. The big one?
Yeah, like it's like the size. It's the size of this.
Wow.
I remember when I went to my comic book shop like late Tuesday evening one time, and they were just stocking in. They were getting a huge bunch. They're all stacked up everywhere. Like, did you guys get these things? Like, yeah. We're getting ready tomorrow. Those are huge.
Nice. I'm gonna grab my Harry Potter. Well, my wife's Harry Potter one.
Do you have any pops to flex?
No, I don't have any figurines, pops, or anything else. I just don't have the room.
Yeah. Oh, do you have?
I want to say it's a 12-inch pop figurine. Ron Weasley from the original Harry Potter riding the chess piece.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's cool.
Yes, it is.
It's not original.
Sorry, the first movie. Sorry.
It's just Sorcerer's Stone. It's not original. It's just
Wifey here every time. Just keep you fact checked.
Yeah, she's my fact checker. She keeps me in line.
This is like my first pop ever.
That's so cool. I love Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
I grew up on that.
Season came with the pop and like some cool cards.
Yeah.
And
now that that's on HBO Max, I need to watch that again.
Oh yeah, like I bought this Black Friday, I think 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sort of an impulse buy, but also a really want buy.
Okay.
For $80. Now these are like
Nice.
over $100.
Wow.
And I love it. Yeah, love Batman.
Love Batman.
Yeah, like I just literally just started the Batman the Anime series because I have a Vizio TV. It's a smart TV.
Okay.
And there's like multiple apps they get access and stuff, like YouTube and stuff. They just recently added HBO Max.
Nice.
Like the new app, so I don't have to stream it from my phone, and I can like Chromecast it. I just go in there, look at it, And I don't know. I've been waiting for this moment. Like, it's easier that way. Because now I have streaming apps. I don't have cable anymore. So I looked at it. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch the Batman series.
Yeah, that's the way to
Very
go.
cool.
Yeah. Oh, Riker, I saw you like the photo I sent you.
Yeah, I did. I'll have to watch it. When I get off of here, so I
Like,
can get the sound.
this photo though, they reminded me of like the conversation we have how like Mary Jane, Emma Stone,
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy, and Black Cat. It's like it's like that photo comes in. It's like that fanboy is like, yes,
Yeah.
thank you God. So they just come through the window. It's like, yes. I remember seeing that. I laughed my ass off so much.
Which book was this in?
I don't think it's a book. I think it's like somebody just drew it
Yeah.
in the style, and it's funny because I sent it to my one of my best friends. He's from dance. Like when I used to dance, I met him. I sent it to him. I was like, dude, don't lie. I know this would be you. He said, like, yeah.
That's awesome. See, that's the stuff that I like reading in books. Just get a big laugh out of it.
Yeah, like if that's an actual comic book, I want to know what comic book that is.
Yeah.
If it's in a Spider-Man comic book, I just love how like in the background he has all this stuff.
Yeah.
All stuff and everything.
It's awesome.
I'm pretty sure like anyone who like loves comic books would probably be like that.
Yeah.
And then you'll like
For
if
sure.
that happens to you, your wife would be like, "Who the fuck are these?" It's like, babe, it's not what you look. It's not what you think. They're not real.
That's funny.
But yeah, the Batman show so far is really good. I'm only on episode 2. Have you watched
The animated series from the 90s was always fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, the animated series. Yeah. Have you seen the animated series, Ryan?
No, I haven't. I don't know if what I have. So I have like Netflix, and we just got Hulu tonight.
Nice.
But
No, I think.
I have to have like Disney Plus, ain't?
Well, I think for the DC, I think that's owned by HBO because that's Warner Brothers. I think
Okay.
they have I think they have a contract with them. And
Okay.
Disney Plus is for all the Marvel stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Actually, let me see if it's actually on Hulu.
I was
Yeah,
waiting until you were done.
I gotta do some looking around.
Yeah.
The first thing I watched when we got Hulu was the Sasquatch documentary.
Oh my God, I saw that. I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
I love Sasquatch, and I saw that. I was like, yo, I gotta watch this. I
So-
added it to my list so fast.
Yeah. I like all that stuff. Alien, Sasquatch.
Man, you're like, oh yeah, me too. I love that.
Mhm.
I'm like all into like cryptozoology and everything. I
Yeah.
have a lot of books on that, on stuff like that.
I was like addicted to that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't know if it's still on Hulu, but my wife and I watched Hunting Hitler when we first got Hulu, and it's like them trying to track down Hitler and see where he went if he would have survived
Yeah.
past
Oh, wow.
1945 and not actually shot himself, because there's theories out there that he didn't. That was
Yeah.
something fun that we enjoyed watching. It was so interesting, all the different ties that they had to South America and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, Ryan. It looks like the anime series is only on Hulu. Everything else you have to pay to watch it. Well, with Hulu, with HBO Max you have to pay. But yeah.
I'll look into it. Yeah, but that Hitler stuff, I did watch documentaries on that, and it's very believable.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's on Hulu. I searched it up.
It is.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I don't
All
want to
right. You'll binge it. It's so interesting.
I love how we went from comic books to
Yeah.
like hunting Hitler.
Why not?
Well,
That's how you know.
next
we were
week
good.
I'm going to be talking about Captain America and the new Captain America.
Oh, wait, get it close up with that cover. That cover looks.
Yeah, this was really cool. So we'll get into more of it. Actually, not next week, the week after. I'm going to be doing a live auction on Metaphorical Comics auction next Friday. So tune in for
Wait,
that on
Are
his
you
channel.
literally doing an auction or metaphorically doing an auction?
A little bit of both. Tune in on Meta's channel for that next Friday, and you can check me out. And I will catch you guys next week. If we get the chance to talk, we'll find a different day. But it's been a pleasure. As always, VK should be back next time. So we'll have 4 of us just chatting about different comics, maybe Hitler, maybe Captain America. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in the Marvel universe in 2 weeks? My God, it seems like it's been 3 weeks and there's been 1,000 different news articles. But again, thank you for lounging with us, everyone. And hashtag Loungers Unite. Yeah, of course. As always, see you guys later.
See you. Had a lot of fun. See you, Alex.
Later, Wine. Later, Chris.
See you.
See ya.